guys, welcome to the first installment of Guys Who Wear Batman t-shirts to the office on the same day, or Breaking It Down, our new weekly Breaking Bad discussion series. We're going to talk with spoilers about the season premiere, Live Free or Die, so if you haven't watched it, stop listening. But opening scene, right off the bat, some major new information. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, so we've got Walt. It looks like it's in the future, and I kind of feel like he's at his almost end point at this point in time. And it remains to be seen whether this is going to be a capper for the whole series. Like, this is the place he's going to find himself right before the end of the series.
Yeah.
Or you were saying maybe just the 8 episodes.
Yeah, you know, they're splitting the final season. We're seeing 8 episodes this summer, 8 next year, I think, the summer. So I do wonder if we'll catch up at the midway point, but who knows? I mean, maybe it will take longer than that, but they certainly gave us a lot to chew on with him sick again and some sort of horrific weapon. You know, what's he doing with that?
He's got the hair growth, you know. He seems very introverted, very, very, like, stressed out, and
Yeah.
you feel like somebody's on his trail.
You feel like this is the end, you know, and he knows it. But meanwhile, then we kind of flash back and we catch up to the end of last season, and a few things are in play here. First of all, the fact that Hank is vindicated, you know, after all that he went through, and now he's kind of like the hero, and where does he go from there? But what I thought was really interesting was when we caught up with Skyler and Ted, and Ted's scenario.
Ted is like absolutely scared of her now, and rightfully so. And I think there's an interesting parallel now between Walt and Skyler, because they're both, you know, in this crime world together now. And even the final scene where he says, "I forgive you," is kind of like, I don't know, it felt a little gross to me, because she was like kind of denying him that earlier on, but you just felt like it was a power play for him, and he's turned into such a kind of unlikable character now.
Yeah, I mean, after what he did last season, you know, that he poisoned this little boy to sort of make things work the way he wanted to, he has crossed so many lines, and it's fascinating. He's a fascinating character, but it's hard to root for him anymore.
Right. I mean, I do still find that I want to see him succeed. You know, in the Magna truck scene, I was like, get out, you know, like, do it. So, you know, obviously that you have emotional investment in this character, and I actually want him to succeed in his dastardly ways, but it's just, there's emotional conflict there for me.
A lot to say about the magnet truck, but first I just wanted to say on the Skyler thing that that was really interesting when she went to see Ted, because it shifted from her feeling horrible to realizing he was scared of her and then using that. And like you said, it's like she's kind of becoming like Walt, not as far, but there's still like she's kind of seeing, I can use this. I can use the fact that this guy's scared of me. And the other funny thing I thought was that Walt never knew about the whole Ted scenario. You kind of forget that until this episode.
And that was a great, like, sort of emotionally acted moment too, where you could see it dawn on her that hey, this guy's really afraid of me, and you know, I'm in the power position here, and you know, I can take this back and be like, hey, we're safe.
Yep. And then let's go back to Magnet Truck.
Which
was great. The whole setup was great. I loved Mike's line about I don't see this ending with Miller time, or whatever he said.
And you know, it just felt like almost like a heist movie where they're going to get all the necessary components. And then, like I said, you're cheering for them to get out of there safely and have the screen. But they end up screwing themselves because you know, this act that they committed actually probably you know, hurt them more than it helped them.
Yeah, it was two great things that happened. One was when the truck actually slammed against the wall and got stuck, which was in a great Breaking Bad oh crap moment of they're gonna get caught, what the hell's gonna happen. And then, like you said, they managed to wipe the computer, but they unfortunately led the cops right to whatever it was hidden behind that photo.
Right, which looks like a bank account or something, so we'll see what happens with the next episode.
Yeah, so plenty to chew on. We're so glad to have Breaking Bad back, but let us know what you thought in the comments, and we'll be back next week.